get into the game. Get into the game. What's going on out on the game tonight? Tonight we have the Brothers in Arms event is going down tonight. It has already started. I pick up some coin there for my Power Boost event on the Hall of Chiefs. The leaderboard is racked up already. There's kills all over the board. REB leading with Dratsu at 3.150 million power. Million points earned, rather, in the BIA event, followed by ABR from Azrael from ABR, REB, Mingo, REB, Arcane. We're seeing our top leaders here on the board. There's your top 10. Good showing from the top 10 alliances. So let's check out the rules for this event. For that, we'll have to go over to the Discord. Or we could go over to the messages that I sent out to my alliance members. Let's go to that. So I'll show you that I actually do, in partnership with my lovely R5 Shade, or Sade, if you want to be like that. We sent out messages to all our members. For example, it doesn't go to me. Okay, fine. One of our newer members from the last couple days is Acri, coming to us from the Previous Way Alliance. Acri, shout out to you, girl. This is the rule. So I sent it out a couple days ago. Today's the 16th of October. All NAP gathering tiles can be attacked. That's anywhere, anytime on site. You put out troops to gather resources, they can get hit. That's just the name of the game. NAP territory, NAP does not exist outside Alliance territory. So if you are part of the top 8, our state here in 305 includes a top 8 for the non-alliance pact. If you are outside the top, your alliance territory, NAP does not exist. So you can get that fire, you can get that heat if you outside of your territory. City attacks, no attacks on the top 10, and alliances below the top 10, only 2 hits max. We're not trying to burn anybody's city. We're not trying to zero them and send them out the game. This is a friendly event. We're just going to tackle down these leaderboards and get some points for some rewards. HQs and banners, there will be no attacks on these. If an alliance has set out territory on the map, we're not going to touch it, okay? This hard-earned territory that we put out on the map, it's the Bloodfire Dragons, and it's VIP here, symbolized in the orange. We're not going to attack those. Here, TCL is reaching out to join this facility. It doesn't open for another 11 days. However, we have all made our approach to this level 4 defense facility. We're not going to attack those banners. Those are hard-earned cash and resources, basically, from the alliances as they build that territory spidering out on the map. You can see we have a polite state. There's plenty of space for people to pass between these with their alliance banners, and we can scatter out across the map as we need to compete for these resources. So banners are not to be attacked during the event. That is against the rules. But what if there is a violation of the rules? Well, let's go over to our state Discord here. Let's see. This is our state Discord here in 3504. And in the NAP rules, you'll see what we've got. So, no attacks on headquarters or banners. Penalty if you hit more than allowed. The attacker will be 0. That means that an alarming number of soldiers, troops, most likely from a rally, will be sent to your city to return it to 0, meaning you will be hit until you automatically teleport to a hidden corner of the map. You don't want that. We don't want that, so please follow the rules. Have fun out there. The NAP list, I posted it here in the 3504 chat. As of today, a few minutes ago, it stood at REB with their mini, what do you call it, an academy, a couple of members of academy. BFD, the Bloodfire Dragons, my alliance, my love, my Blood Dragons, we have risen up to the top 3 position. There you see my naked troop with no chief gear whatsoever waiting for Hawk Day. But here we'll see the Alliance leaderboard. Rebels, top, Bloodfire Dragons, VIP, BRX, TCL, ABR, CNC, the REB, what do you call it, Academy, and DRX. These are off limits for attacks on cities unless they're outside of Alliance territory. Anybody below this number can be attacked but not zeroed. Up to the top 20. If you're in the bottom 20, no one's going to zero you, okay? Don't zero cities. It's not cool to do. ABR does not have a alliance, and this is just a, they don't have an academy. This X is just previous foldover. It has no other significance. If you know of a alliance that has an academy that I'm not aware of, please shout it out in the chat and we'll get it in there, get those updated so everybody's aware of the current leaderboard and standing. So when this event happens, the non-alliance pack becomes a crucial part of the game. A crucial part of the game because it keeps things from blowing up and going out of control. So here you'll see the NAP chat. If you're not in NAP, you have a special view here. If you are not in R4 or R5, you haven't seen the NAP chat, but this is where we vote on the rules and decide what's going to go on the state and enforce those as a group to keep it fun, right? To keep it fun. Okay, so I love the translation service in game. It's so quick. So Franklin Saint, he's shouting at me, top Bolang Dewada. I believe he may be the R4 of the top alliance or the R5. Let's see. Snow is actually the R5 here, and it looks like Bolang is Dewada, if that's how you say it, is one of the R4s, the leaders of that group there. It looks like they've chosen to name them by the seasons of the year to determine between the top leads and the rest of the group. That's an interesting way to do it. That's how R5 Snow determines to run his alliance with his team. Everyone, welcome to Bear Trap. First one is at 1300 UTC, and the second one is for voting. Other event. Okay. Nice message there from the top alliance. Repeated mistakes must receive fair punishment. So earlier in the day, I received this message here, mail shared by Psych. Apparently, one of my members attacked top Psych, a violation of the rules. So he hit me up in NAP chat. This is what it's for. He's not going to go scout that city. He's not going to rally that city or attack. He's reaching out to leadership to determine what the hell going on here. So he says, hey, can't you read the message? I originally thought, like, okay, yes, I see a rule violation. Something you want to do about it? So I said, hey, one of my guys hits you. Yeah. So I went out to my group and I reminded my dragons, hey, there's rules here. Follow the rules. There's consequences for the rules. He says, hey, it's about the rules. And he's right. So, I've seen your complaint. What do you want me to do? Does he want me to zero the city? Do we want to talk about it? He says, okay, we'll let it slide, basically. And thanks for telling your members. And then I post the rules to let him know, hey, 0 is in the rules. I meant to say is in the rules. I said not. And then I agreed with him that repeated mistakes must receive serious punishment with salt, as this is part of the rules. I'm not sure why he rolled his eyes at my typo, but, hey, it's a typo. Things happen. Can we attack academy cities that belong to NAP? Well, let's check out the rules over here in Discord. Can we? All NAP gathering tiles can be attacked. That's the first line in the rules, Chanel from VIP. Is it allowed to attack academy cities that belong to NAP? All NAP gathering tiles can be attacked. Because these academies fall under NAP, they can be attacked. It's based on the rules. That's how I read it. BRX says no, so now we have a disagreement on the rules, even though I think they're clear. Apparently it's not. The cities are prohibited. Okay, the cities are prohibited. That does make sense. So we kind of argue about what the rules mean, what's the interpretation of the rules mean. That's the NAP chat, and that's why I'm not participating in BIA this time, because I want to make sure that these chats are monitored and I'm not all out hitting people on the map. Well, this is very interesting. BFD the Professor. I wonder who this could be. So my R4 is named Shade. However, she does tend to enjoy this type of avatar. Okay. If you know what that means, then you know what that means. And if you don't, it's not for you. And there we have it. The professor has changed her name, and that always confuses me when that happens. Let me read this here. I've been watching newbies for like an hour now. I canceled the wrong attacks. She ripped up a seat and grabbed some popcorn. She's right. This is BIA. Mistakes are made intentionally and unintentionally, but it's going down. You'll need the Alliance chat. That's for us, not for you. I'll keep it in NAP and I'll keep it here. NAP is essentially public because all those decisions that are made there are supposed to come out to the users anyways. All right, enough of that. Enough of that chat stuff. Let's look out on the map and see if we can see any red lines circling across the map to find a city to attack. So the best way to, excuse me, not a city, to find a resource farm. So the best way to find resource farms is ensure you are zoomed out sufficiently on the map, that you're not on threats, that you're highlighted on resources, which will turn the map green, and zoom in until you can see those farms which can be occupied by a single troop, not the Alliance farms, which are symbolized by this blue symbol here. You're looking for the smaller ones. Zoom out as far as you can, and then once you're out too far, just zoom in just the slightest hair until you can see those again. Once you can see them, you zoom around the map and see if you can find one that's highlighted red. Once we find one that's highlighted red, I'll do an analysis on whether it should or should not be attacked. Some of these are valid players who just ignore BIA, don't know about BIA, don't read their news, or just don't care. Or they could be a trap. So I'll show you how to identify a trap if I can find anybody on the map. So this is what happens. Usually in the beginning of BIA, people don't know it started. They're not checking their phone. They don't have the event tied. They're not crazy. They don't have alarm for an event in the game. So they really just don't know that it's occurring or that it's happening. So at the beginning of BIA, you can rack up a lot of points. But right now, BIA has been going on for about 2 or 3 hours. So most people have caught on to the game, and they're hiding in their Alliance territory and not farming. So there's not a lot of farms. Oh, but here we go. A level 6 iron farm that has someone in it, and there is an incoming scout, I believe, from REB, Blue Screen of Death, is coming into this level 6 abandoned smelter to see what's there. I'm going to scout it as well. Let's see what's going on at this smelter. Actually, based on that speed, this seems to be an incoming attack at 5 minutes 14 seconds. There will be an attack on this facility here. It looks like it's owned by TCL Kenshin. I believe he is the R4, R5 of that alliance there. Incoming from my scout, an incoming attack. I'm going to guess that this is actually a trap, and we'll know soon. My scout will be here in approximately 1 minute and 56 seconds. There you have my wonderful scout. Leader among leaders. Incoming. This beautiful blue dog. That dog looks really blue, doesn't it? You know what? Let's wave a little bit. All right. I love that workout emoji. Love that workout emoji. It's just something fun. Zooming too. So if you don't know, well, now you know. You can click on any one of these lines and see who is doing what. You can locate the troops. There they are. Oh, this is an attack from BFD Beer Gnome, one of the most active players in my alliance. Shout out to Beer Gnome. He's going to make an attack. Where is Beer Gnome going? He's actually... Oh, it's not an attack. He's doing alliance construction. You know what? I'm going to help with construction too. I'll dispatch a large contingent of troops, and I'll head over there as well to help with the build. There we go. Let's help out with the alliance. Let's build something and take this... let's take this... food farm here. That's going to be ours now. All right. Back to BIA. BIA. Locate the troops. I have 42 seconds until I come into this destination to see and show you how to evaluate, is this farm a trap? First things first, as we looked around the entire map, we didn't see anybody else out there on the map. That should be an indicator. BIA is well underway, and this poor soul is farming alone in the wilderness. But is it a trap? One of the things I look for is how far is this away from an alliance headquarters? It's pretty daggum close. That could be a trap. Message are sent instantly from scouts as soon as they reach, and we have the results. This, ladies and gentlemen, chiefs and friends, frenemies, and alliance members, this is what a trap looks like. We know this because this player is boosted. How do we know they're boosted? Look at the percentage points. do we see some large numbers? Usually when people upgrade their tech, they upgrade it evenly. Maybe they'll do, what do you call it? Maybe they'll do troops in this order. Marksmen for like damage, and then infantry, and then lancers, because what do lancers really do for you anyways? But what they don't do is upgrade infantry attack to like 142%, defense to 14%, and then nothing here in lethality and health, and then back up, and then down, and then back. That is what boosts look like. He's boosted attack, and he's boosted defense, and he sent those boosts. Now you gotta pay for that. Do you pay for that for a farm? Are you kidding me? And what is this? No farming characters? No. Chloe, I believe is her name. No, Chloe? Right? No, Lokak? I think his name is Lokak? Borkran? Or something like that? These are the characters that you want to see at a legitimate farm. Okay, these are the heroes you want to see down here at a legitimate farm. Chloris, okay? Chloris should be at a farm. The reason why Chloris should be at a farm is because she has, you know, here it is right here. Increases meat gathering on the map. She should be at a farm. You know? Maybe this guy will be at a farm. But my top heroes at a farm? This is what a trap looks like. When you see attack and defense boosted, that's a trap. That's a trap. What do you need all this hero gear on for? Now you can hit a farm. Let me show you. Let me show you a farm. Let me show you how little troops you need to send to a farm to get the job done. Okay. So here I am on my alliance. I don't want to get hit, so I'm gonna go somewhere close. There's a little coal farm. That's not a good one. Let's go to a meat farm. We'll do it 1 for 1. Here's a little tiny meat farm. Let's go to a big one. Lumberyard, that'll work. Lumberyard, 6 million there. Let me show you how little energy it takes to get a 6 million farm. I have, his name starts with an E. What is his name? Eugene. I have Eugene here. Now, Eugene has a large troop capacity. You can carry 12,000 troops. Does he need 12,000 troops to get this whole farm? He definitely doesn't need Jesse's help. He don't need Gina's help either. Okay? He probably doesn't even need all these troops. Okay, when I start decreasing troops, he starts to decrease his number. So how many troops does he need to go by himself? It's a lot. But we don't need those other heroes. And I certainly don't need 3 power heroes, fighting heroes. That's all I need to take out this whole farm. Right? That I'm sending out right now is a legitimate farm. This is going to be a legitimate farm. If you saw something like I just set up on the map, right? You can see the lights flickering in there. What a cool little detail. You see something like this at the farm. Hey, I have a farming hero. No other heroes. I have a reasonable troop crowd. Either they're strong. Those troops are strong not for defense, but literally because they can carry stuff. In this case, wood. Back. That's a legitimate farm. Whatever that was we saw over here by TCL, that's a trap. Hit it if you want to, but bring that power. Bring that power. How much power? Enough to handle 64,000 troops, right? 22,000 tier 7s. If you can handle 22,000 T7s, run it. Can I handle that? Absolutely. Why would I? No reason. I'm not going to hit the leaderboard today. I'm refereeing. Matter of fact, let me get on my daggone job. Let me go to these chats. Check out what's happening over here in the nap chat. Oh, here we go. What are we talking about? Back to the professor. You better pull up a seat, grab some popcorn, boy, because it's about to be a long weekend. BIA. It's going down. Kenshin. Hey, that's the one that set the trap. That's the one that set the trap right there. Dang. We just analyzed this trap out on the YouTubes in front of everybody. And he and Nat talking to folk. What's going on in world chat? Oh, somebody shared the island. This trap laying game. Traps, 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 traps out here. It's dangerous in these streets. Be careful. It's BIA. Hide your wife. Hide your kids. They're just sitting there waiting for you to attack. Don't do it. All right. So that's BIA. Not a whole lot going on. I could recall my troops, but my screen is going to flash red if I have any problems. So I'm just going to farm. I don't really care. Matter of fact, I'm a big farm. I'm going to go out here. I'm going to get me some meat because I'm sitting right here on the game. So if you're sitting on the game, feel free to go farm. Nobody's going to teleport in and hit you. Right? And you can always recall your troops if you have an issue. Right? So I'm actually going to legitimately, during BIA, I'm going to set out all my farms because you saw my house. I need resources. Look at this. You saw it earlier. I got a like 50 million resource deficit in multiple categories. Man, 60 million. Right? I need the food, fam. I need the food. I need the food. Look, people got to eat over here. And these survivors eat a lot. Look, I done give them the upgraded food. We got the nutritious choice. I got to eat. Got to eat. All right? So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm going to go farm in the midst of the Brothers in Arms events. Should I let the people know that I'm live? Should I let the people that I know that I'm live? How to analyze a scout report. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, there's definitely chaps. TCL is putting out traps. TCL is definitely putting out traps. We just did the whole analysis on it. There's another way to know that there's a trap out there on the map, okay? So if you send a scout, they're going to see your scout coming, right? They're going to get their whole screen is going to flash yellow or red. They're going to know you're on the way. How do you look at a city without scouting? Let's say if you want to, like, hit a city, right? So let's say somebody's TP to Alliance territory and is just going in on somebody. How do you TP next to that city and hit them before they know what's coming? You got to understand who's going to do the TPs, right? How much do TPs cost? Are they free? Nah, they're not free. So who's going to burn a TP just to hit another city? Right? Let's look at, let's see the teleports are sold in Alliance shop. Where are they sold at? Foundry, Scan, Gem. Where are they at? Where are the teleports sold at? I'm looking for them. Isn't the VIP shop? Manual TPs. There they are. Advanced teleporter that lets you go anywhere you want to go, so you could park your city right on top of an alliance and just wait for somebody who's not paying attention to go farm. Who's going to do that? Power players. Who they going to take with them? Everybody. And they'll be sitting there with a gang of troop. Like, I could do it. I could do it right now. I could take my city right now. And I could say, okay, look, I'm going to go down here to an alliance anywhere. I will just zoom on the map. Okay, I don't want to go to this state. I will zoom on the map. Okay, I'm going to go to top, right? Top, I'm going to call you out. Okay, I'm not going to hit you guys, but look. So Top's headquarters is probably over here, right? That's where all their players are. They're going to be all their nice little cities surrounded right here. Okay, so there's Top. There's their bear. You guys look good. Shout out to Top. All right. Now. Oh. There's one right there. That's a trap. How do I know that's a trap? Because Top is not stupid. They're the top #1 alliance on the game. So who will be out farming right now? It's people that long hair don't care. Or traps. So I'm long hair don't care. I'm up by my place. I'm scouting. And I'm farming. Now this guy has been farming long enough to chop down this level 6 meat farm down to 2 million points. I think a level 6 has 4 million or 5 million wood resources in it. Resource units in it. It done been there for a long time. That's a trap. Why else would anybody else think about it? Where they gonna come from to walk all the way over here for a level 6 meat farm? Let's see who could have walked over there. Where's the next nearest place? LGD. Look at these poor souls over here, LGD. Ain't even nobody over here. You telling me they gonna walk all the way over there? Where'd he go? Right, they gonna walk all over there? Nah. Who else is close by? Nobody. That's a trap. Yes. Beer gnome. That's a trap. Rewind the stream. Traps just for you. Oh, a big guy. One of ours. I have no idea what she's talking about. None whatsoever at all. All right, let's go over to the personals. Let's go to the nap chat. Let's catch up on what's going on. Mail shared. Here we go. So VIP took a victory over TCL testing. Looks like there was an attack there. I'm always confused sometimes in reading these reports, like who attacked who. But there was a victory there. No hero gear. Chief gear. Let's look at these breakdowns. I always like to look at the breakdowns to see what kind of things people are rocking with on the map. What should I be prepared for? Let's look at the battle details here. You can see it was like an even battle here. We had Sergey versus Sergey, a 58 versus 57. Triggered skills were even among the Molly attack. A little weaker on this side. However, the kill count was much higher on Molly here. Zenman versus Gina. Huge triggers of Gina's skill number 3 with 4 volley attacks with a 10% chance to strike twice. That happened 4 times. You can see the big loss by VIP here, a drop in negative 352, 204 power. Oh, but the attacker took some hits. Look at that. We have 2 defenders there. 2 defenders. What are we looking at? Was this a rally? How do I have 2 players in an attack during BIA? What are we doing here? This don't look like it's with the rules. Says it's chaos right now. We need to do something about this, guys. That looks like a rally attack. That's a rally. We're not supposed to be doing that. Now, let's check the rules. Is that against the rules? No attacks on top 10. Alliances below top 10. 2 hits max. Do not zero cities below top 20. We know this was a hit on the city because it was rally, and you can only rally cities. You can't rally resource styles. What are we going to do about that? Cast home on the map. I'm going to get in the controversy. I'm going to say, hey, call me. Is that what it was? Call me Diana. Was that a rally attack? I saw 3 total heroes in that report. Question mark. Controversy start. Let's get it going. Sorry if I'm like shouting in your phone, blasting in your ear, but I do get excited about this stuff. It can be kind of fun. BFD leaders asking who violated NAP. That is a leader channel discussion. I do not show that on the streams. You cannot see privileged discussions from the Alliance, so I'm going to drop it down to the Dragon Chat so I can just see what's going on in here. I'm reading. You're waiting. Yeah, what's going on there? Why are we having to reinforce one another? It's not that serious, guys. It's really not that serious. Why are we... Oh, you guys can't see what's going on here. So, in the nap chat, I didn't have it back from when I took my break, where I was mouth breathing. In the nap, said, hey, I asked, hey, was that a rally attack? Saw 3 total heroes in a report. They say TCL attacked by 1 person defending by 2 people. The details are in the combat. Hey, this is my question. Are you guys reinforcing one another? Like, is it that serious? Like, what's happening? It shouldn't be that serious. Like, nobody loses troops when you attack a farm. Why are we reinforcing each other? Are you guys hitting cities? Like, what's the deal? What's the question? It wasn't me. It was I didn't attack and say something. Okay, did I follow the? What's the question, Ackery? So people call for clarification. So I'm an R4 in the alliance, which means I'm supposed to know stuff, which actually means I go find out stuff because I don't know it. And how do I find out stuff? I do like every good WAS player should. I go to the WAS wiki and I ask questions on YouTube. There you can see my stream and a stream and a stream. I go over here and I ask questions of the WASP Wiki like you should. But if you have an R4 and R5 that cares about you, they'll go to the wiki and read it for you. And if you have a Alliance Discord, they'll actually post stuff in there for you, like I do for the Bloodfire Dragons here. In our Bloodfire Dragons chat, you can see we have announcements, Foundry Battle, Education, Crazy Joe, Mercy Prestige. We have all these conversations to help our members understand how the game works, how to best play it, and how to get ahead and enjoy yourself and have fun. So we even put stuff out there for the future, like State versus State. If you're in the WAS 305 channel, you have access to some of this, but just to keep it clean, I've removed some of those channels. So in WAS 305, if you'd like to join, we have the world chat, announcements, NAP rules are posted along with the list posted just about every day of what's the ranking of the alliance. So you have it there for quick, so you can just post it into your your alliance Discord or into the game. You can put them there quick and easy. This is open to everyone. Just join in. Myself and our other admin. It's a BFD member. No, it's a REB member who's the other admin. Let's see who it is. I can't remember his name. Sorry, Joe Dan. Joe Dan will also help you out. We also have a couple different language chats in there. We have English. I'm going to switch over to the English voice chat. We have an English voice chat, which I'm now broadcasting voice in there. It's that easy. Where's Flyrider? I don't know where Flyrider is. That wasn't the question. The question was over here. Ackery. Okay. Sorry. I failed you. That's a little serious. I hope she'll find it funny. I don't know. Let's go over to World Chat. World Chat, World Chat. What's going on in the WC? Why did the golfer bring an extra pair of pants? I'm guessing is the joke from DeCandy. So why did the golfer bring an extra pair of pants? Because he plays dirty. I don't know. Or something about... Okay. All right. I see what you're doing there. I called out some Trapland territory. Let me go over to the actual chat streams. We have Guns Comedy. Excuse me, Beer Gnome in the building. He says my voice is soothing. Oh, you don't even know. Like, wait if I turn the bass up, bro. I'm saying you don't even know. If I turn the bass up, or I really tried. Hold on just one second. This is the Brothers in Arms BIA event brought to you by Franklin Saint, otherwise known as Treason. Was that okay? Was that okay? All right, I got the music back on. I like a little background music every now and then. I'm trying to turn it up too loud for you guys. You know, I still want to know the secret story between this player, Sweet Pickles, from REB, and let's see, they usually come online at the same time. She has a significant other in the game. If you know his name, put it in the chat. Mark the Viking or something like that. Right? That's her significant other. I don't know. Whatever. I wonder if I'm still streaming. First be there to take part. Do you have fun in it? Let me get out the Alliance chat. Let's stay over here in that. Their right to enforce was an attack on the city, so their right to enforce. You said that twice. Thanks, translation bot. Oh. That's fair. A flashing screen can be terrifying. The first time. Oh. Oh, my screen is flashing. So if you don't know, now you know. If you've never been attacked on the map, it can be a little alarming. Your whole cell phone screen begins to flash. No sound effect, just flashing red that there's incoming. All kind of alarms going off, letting you know that you have an impending attack. But here's what you do. If your city, I'll go to my city. If your city is being attacked, there's a couple things you can do. One, calm down. That's the first thing. It's not the end of the world. Go ahead and calm down. All right. The second thing you need to do is know that you can always move your troops out of the city so they don't get hurt. That's what encampments are for. So let's go to my city. I'm right here because I got a bad bear spot because I went and helped with the facility earlier. Long, short story on that. I made an accident. I'll tell you about that in a minute. This is my city. So let's say I have an impending attack. People are coming my way. I'm going to occupy this territory here. And if I had troops, I would send them out there. Right? Now, that would prevent those troops from dying. Now, they hit my city. They do some damage. Whatever. It lights on fire. I just pay some gems and stop the fire. And then I'm good to go. I don't lose any troops. Maybe they lose some by battering against my wall. It's no big deal. No harm, no foul. I just occupy my troops if I don't want them to get hit. I don't think you can teleport when you're under attack. Maybe, but I don't think so. What else can you do? Well, you could shield. You could go right here to this arrow, and you could go to shields and just put one on real quick. These things recharge. You can put one every night if you want. And our state is super peaceful, so you can actually go to sleep with your city unshielded, and it'll be there tomorrow. That's what NAP does for you. That's why we agree with and go with NAP votes, even though they're not the greatest. Sometimes they don't make sense to us, but we do them anyways. Because it keeps the state peaceful. Let's check the leaderboard and BIA and see where we're at. Brothers in Arms, have we had a change in the leaderboard? No, not at all. There's a huge lead by REB, so this guy has definitely got to be attacking cities. You don't get an account like that by attacking individual players unless you get out there right at the gate, teleport in, and just bash everybody and move around the map, hopping leapfrog. You don't get a lead like that unless you're attacking cities. So if you want to attack cities like that, where should you attack? You don't attack strong cities, you attack the weak, the defenseless, the inactives. How do you know where an inactive is at? Okay, so remember get back to our state. Remember when we first started the game? We were all over here on the ice fields, shivering in the cold, barely able to find a resource. It was rare to find something over a level 5, right? And then slowly as our alliance grew, you were here for this story, R4s, R5s, you put up your city, you gathered in a family, you made it a home, and then slowly you built banners out until you could get to a new place. You moved from the ice field to La Tundra. Here, the tundra, where resources are more plentiful, which are better. Well, did everyone make the move with you? Did everyone come with you as they're told? Did everyone follow the Alliance messages that were sitting over the new territory saying, come here, teleport here, this is the new place? Well, let's check BFD. Look at that. A whole bunch of people did not make the move. These are the inactives. People who won't play the game anymore. They came, they tried, they didn't like it. Left. Oh my God. They're on fire. Wait. The hell is this? The hell is this? These are inactives, but they're on fire. So now we have a problem. Those are still BFD tags. I'm going to share this out to the Alliance and start some of my own controversy. Actually, I'm going to share this to NAP 8. That's all I'm going to say. Somebody knows. Somebody knows. Somebody knows. So this means somebody from another alliance teleported over here and hit my inactives. Right? Let's see who did it. Acre's over here. Acre probably came over here to defend from what was going on, but this might be happening all over the map. This is what happens. This is BIA. This is where you find a group of inactive players who, if you hit them, they're not online, so they're not going to share their mail out to the group. They're not going to complain in world chat because they're inactives. They're off. Right? What's this curiosity here? Bieber 97. Dude, what are you doing over here? Why don't you teleport? What are you doing? This is an active player. This is an active player. I don't know why. I don't know why they're over here. But not everybody teleports. So if you want kills, going to a place where there's a lot of inactive players, that's one way to get them. That's one way to get them.
Time to build,
So
baby.
let me actually make sure my sound is not conflicting. Oh, it is. That's one way to get them. All right. Well, I'm getting kind of tired. It's been a night of commentating the BIA. Next time BIA happens, I'll get on much earlier when the game first kicks off. I actually thought it was tomorrow. I thought it was 16 hours until the event, that it was starting tomorrow on Friday. It was going to be a Friday event. I was completely wrong. It started today on Thursday. Shared this to the alliance, to the nap chat. Nobody's going to say anything. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna jump into my alliance chat real quick. Give me a second. You guys can listen to the music. I'll jump in here real quick. Nap chat. Nobody's gonna say anything. You guys don't need the privileged communications of the alliance. That's a problem. Doing my best. Doing my best to be helpful. I'm gonna jump into my alliance chat real quick. Give me a second. You guys. That guy's listed on the blacklist. He's done for. They should not accept him back in. I told Nap 8, you just saw it right here. He used to be a VIP member. They kicked him out, and now he's acting a fool out on the map. Beware. Hide your wife, hide your kids. He's coming for everybody. Everybody soldier up. Defend each other if you need to. Put out reinforcements if you want to. Shield up. This guy is an absolute fool. They're blasting Hermes. I'm going to look on the map to find his troops. He probably put him in the corner of a map. We'll never know. There it is. We'll put it out to the world. But there's troop encampments out here. But this is where the guy is. He's hiding. I'm gonna scout him. Now I'm scouting all of it. And Chanel got on top of him. VIP is about business. Yeah. We found out where they're from. They're from Chords on the map. They are on the player blacklist on our WOS 3504 Discord open season. It's open season on there. So let's see who he's working with. Let's check my mail. Hermes troops, he scouted him. 12.8 million power for the thing. That's what I call him now. He's definitely boosted. He's boosted his attack and his defense across all categories, but you can tell he has little power. He's a fool. Only 12 million power acting like that. Let's go ahead and share this out to the world. My goodness. That's out of control. Yeah, but his troops ain't shielded. Oh, he teleported away. Oh, they teleported. Whack-a-mole. On site. If you see the chords, share. If I'm online, I will advance TP and visit this guy for the rest of our game. All seasons. On site. On site. What does that mean? If somebody puts the chords out, I'm going to TP over and I'm going to hit them. Every single time. Every single time. I'll drop coin to do it too. That's right. I'll drop coin to do it too. Up to like $2.99. Ain't worth all that. Ain't worth all that. Oh my goodness. I haven't been sharing the game to you guys. I've just been talking, and you guys haven't seen the Discord. You haven't seen none of that. Okay, so if you're on the Discord, sorry about that. You were just getting voice. You're known. Thanks for saying my voice is one of the most soothing. If you get on the Discord, we have a bunch of channels here. One of them is and I just reorganized these for everybody, is the player blacklist. On the player blacklist, you'll have none other than the most villainous white supremacist in the game. Dirty Dog is on the list for his comments in World Chat. He'll stay here permanently during the game because there's no excuse for that. It's a family game. There's kids on here. You can't be talking like that. Go back to 19-0 with that stuff. Also, 585-4715, also known as Hermes, formerly VIP, is on the naughty list. Don't let him in your alliance. It's not about business. Leave him out there to rot. Let him go to a different server. We don't want that on 3504. That's not the energy we cultivate here. People like to have fun. They spend money. They want to enjoy their time together. They make friendships. That's not what this game is about. Hermes, find you another state. Let your account die. We don't care. That's not how we play. Now, everybody's been getting attacked on the map and things have been happening. I've been farming this whole time. I haven't been scouted. Why? Because I'm cool in the chats and people like me. So yeah, during the kill event, nothing's happening to me. They see my name. Oh, that's Franklin Saint. I'm not going to attack Franklin Saint. Why? First of all, that dude crazy, and he going to come after me on the map. Number two, his alliance is number 3, and he's in that. So yeah, during the kill event, nothing's happening to me. They see my name. Oh, that's Franklin Saint. I'm not going to attack Franklin Saint. Why? First of all, that dude crazy. Come on, Chanel. Hey, you know you can use. I know she knows she can use a Discord. You know you can use a Discord, right? I know you can use. You gave me the copy for the Discord, Chanel, Professor. You gave me the template for the Discord, so I know you can put it out there. So the fact that you're not putting out there means you're being kind to somebody. You're just being kind. You don't want to blast them. But little do you know, Franklin Saint on the YouTube, putting all your business out there on the air for everyone to see because it's Snapchat. Snapchat should not be private. It's just selective to keep the voices manageable. I know you can put it out there. So the fact that you're not putting out there means you're being kind to somebody. You're just being kind. You don't want to blast them. This has been a pretty active BIA. I've actually been farming this whole time with just economy heroes and minimal troops. Haven't even been scouted. Why is that? Actually been farming. All right, TCL, what's up? What are you talking about? If you ever find this player Hermes, share the coordinates. You burn the little players in our lines too. I will visit. I'll do the same. 100% on board with that. We gotta keep that energy off the map. Oh, check for. I'm head off to bed soon. It's midnight here. Thanks for keeping it peaceful and having fun this BIA. nap here is great. Lots of good communication happening as people get buck wild on the map. Yeah, nap chat. Mm. Mm. Also, nap leaders, Discord is a great place to share the images. I know you're seeing me type. I read it. It's hard for me not to. The screenshot. Also, nap leaders, Discord is a great place to share the images. I know you're seeing me type. I read it. It's hard for me not to. The screenshot. Translation bots on deck for the international players. DM for details. Will need to be active in Discord in order to be successful during SVS down the road. Sorry, that was gross. Getting there early. DM for details. Good night, all. All right, everybody. This has been Whiteout Survival with your boy Franklin Saint in State 3504. Enjoy your night. I hope you enjoyed my broadcast of my first Brothers in Arm events in the state and the first BIA of many players on the map. We have a lot of new players in 3504. I hope you're enjoying the game. I hope you're building that community, making friends on the game. Feel free to jump in Discord, either in your Alliance chat. If you don't have an Alliance chat on Discord, jump in ours, WOS, hashtag 3504. Ask anyone for the URL for the invite link, and you should get in there right away. To get in the chat, you simply respond to that invite link and jump in. Tag one of the @admin members, and we will jump in and help you out. It's myself from BFD, Franklin Saint, as well as we have one other admin in the chat from REB. His name is Joe Dan7. He's helping out with the admin duties. If you are familiar with how Discord works, please go ahead and jump in. Ask for an admin. You can hit me up on the game. You can hit me up in the chat on Discord. Friend me, whatever. Just let me know, hey, I have experience with how Discord works with the permissions, with the bots, and I'd love to be part of the community as we grow and spend time together over the next couple months. It'll be important to have that chat there. I've also got voice chats for us in English, French, Spanish, and Arabic ready to go. So if you speak one of those languages and you want to enjoy that community there, you can. I know we have a lot of Korean players over in VIP, the richest alliance on the map under REB. If you guys want a Korean chat, that's no problem. We'll throw that one up for you guys. Right now, the chat in Discord is a little dead in WOS 305, but that's okay. It's new, 3504, excuse me. It's new. We don't really need it yet because we're not doing active events. But if you'd like to use it, if you'd like to, as an R4 or R5, have a private channel in there for your alliance that you maintain, we can do that as well for you guys. So it is a community. It is a community. Read letter by letter as I type. I think that's what you're referring to. Either way, like, subscribe to the channel if you want more content. Please shout me out on Discord. Shout me out in the game. I'll be there with you guys as we take this journey through Whiteout Survival. Thanks for downloading the game. Thanks for spending your time with me. That concludes this broadcast for BIA, October 16th, 2025. Good night.